Trading is one way to make money in the meme coin space, but what if you were the one that actually made the meme coins yourself? There are 1,000 different ways to make money in the crypto space, but in this video, I'll go through how you can make money by making and bundling your own meme coin projects. And the best part, there's almost no risk compared to trading meme coins normally. This video will be split up in 5 parts. What is bundling? How to find ideas? What tools to use? This is the biggest and most important part of this video. So if you already know what bundling is and how to find ideas, then just skip to this time right here. And the 4th one is execution, and the 5th one is morals. Morals is also really important, even though many people just skip it, so make sure to watch it till the end of this video. Okay, so what is bundling? I will explain this in really simple terms, but if you already are a experienced trader, then I guess you already know what bundling is. But when it comes to developing and how to actually bundle a coin, it basically is when you launch a project or launch a meme coin, you basically immediately buy a large portion of the tokens with many different wallets all at once in like one single automatic transaction. So when you're using like an OP bot that I'm going to show you, or like an OP tool that I'm going to show you in part 3 of this video, you can just click one button and it does it all for you. Basically, this makes it look like there's a lot of different people buying a small amount of the token, but in reality, the creator controls most of the supply. So if you're using this, you will own a large amount of supply with many different wallets. Bundling is mainly used to avoid sniper bots, which try to grab floor before you can. You basically spread out ownership so it looks better when the chart is running. Okay, so over to how to find ideas. So basically, when it comes to finding ideas, it all actually comes down to how creative you are as a person, and of course what the meta is in the market at the same time of you making the coin. And the third thing, of course, you need to have like a group of people where you trade with or dev with. So that is really important because you can work together. If someone has idea, you can do the graphics, another person can, for example, set up the bundler, and etc. If you guys are interested in having a group like this, make sure to join my Telegram. It's the second link in the description. But yeah, so I'll just go through some of the coins I have. Let's actually just go through, for example, this coin right here. This is my main wallet, so I lost on this because I'm buying like several times just to push the volume. But basically, I got in my bundles right here, and then it's going 100k, 200k right here, 200k right here, and then we can rebundle, and then it goes up here. What is this idea? It's a cat picture. It's a cult meta. It's funny. It was I think it was some sort of Chinese cat. I found it on like Chinese TikTok. Really good. Michu, Chinese TikTok. I found some lore. It went to 200k. I made some good profits on this one. Mauji, like Chinese things. Again, it's so simple. You just need to check what meta is. You can see I made this banner. Simple as that. I made 5 soul almost from my main wallet, and keep in mind, this is not my bundler wallets, this is my main wallet, right? So this was really good as well. And as you guys can see, it's not hard. The thing is, the best thing is always to be creative and unique. I didn't follow any meta on this. I looked myself into Reddit, into Chinese TikTok, all of that stuff, into 4chan, and bro, I just find shit and I make points about it. I just learn how to actually set it up properly. As I said, if you need help, make sure to just drop me a follow on Twitter or Telegram. I'll reply anytime. But basically, find something that has never been done before. So what I like to say is, don't follow the meta, but create it. That's really important when it comes to idea making. And before I actually move on to the next part, I just want to showcase so I can motivate you guys, like how much you actually make just from a 100k topper. I made approximately like, let's say 70 soul on this. Michu, I made, I think it was like around 50 soul on this. I actually fumbled early, but this I made approximately 50 as well. And this I think I made like approximately 30. I actually diamond handed this all the way to 60k, and then I started selling, so this was a really good play as well. It's crazy how much money you can make by just it going to 60k, 50k, and it's not hard getting it to 50k. You just need a good idea, that's all. So now over to what tools am I actually using when bundling and making my own projects. There's so many different tools you can actually use. One tool for one thing, another tool for another thing when you're doing this shit, But to be honest, I actually just found out about this one tool, and it has actually changed the way I bundle and launch my own projects, and it's the Infinity Bonk.fun bundler. This tool is actually crazy. You know, they made this tool fairly now because, you know, Bonk became a really like hot launchpad recently, and you know, I think they're the best Bonk bundler out in the market right now. There's no comparable bundler out there, and I'll tell you a reason for that. They have so many more functions that you guys don't understand before actually learning to dev that other tools don't have. So that's why I'm going to go through how to use this tool and how to actually bundle your own coins. So let's actually just get straight into it. Okay, so the first thing you would need to do to actually get this bundler is you can click the first link in the description, and then you will be redirected to this right here. It's 10 sol, but if you actually, when you connect your wallet and go to the payment site and put in the code SMAZO, you get a 10% off discount. Basically, when you download the thing, you will also get access to their Discord. You know, here's where all the updates are. You can get like support as well if you need that. It's a fairly simple tool. It may look a bit complicated, but it's not. So basically, this is how the tool looks like. When you start up the tool, you basically get up this right here. This is where all the terminal is, where you run your script, where you run all of your bundling. It may look complicated, but really when you get the go of it, it's not complicated at all. So let me just go through really quickly how this tool works and how you guys can actually use this tool. So you can see we have generate wallets. So wallets is basically, you can see right here, if we click wallets, this is empty right now, but this will basically be where your wallets are. You click on, for example, one, you can click here, and then it's gonna ask you, do you sure want to generate wallets? Yes. And then you can, for example, click I want to generate 2 wallets, or you can actually say 10 wallets. You click 10 wallets, and when you go into wallets, you see that 2 new wallets have been generated with a public key and a private key. When we go further on, what you can do now is click on, for example, number 2, and that will be wallet UI. This is how you can control, you know, you can fund the wallet. You can check how much the balance of each wallet is. You know, let's click, for example, click 2, you know, and yeah, you can see that wallet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we have dev wallet and funder wallet. It's basically how much sol is in the balance and how much token balance. You know, when you actually launch a coin, you will get tokens, and then you can see how much each wallet owns of tokens. If we go on and continue, you know, if we click 7 right here, we get to a page where it says 4 is basically the different ways you can actually launch a coin. This is where Bonk Bundler actually comes into play. They have crazy different ways to launch your coin, and what I recommend, I'll go through that, but let's actually start with the set buy amounts. Buy amounts is basically, if we, for example, click 1, you can give each buy wallet a different kind of buy amounts. So let's say I want each wallet to have the same amount of buy amount, right? So I click 1, and then I can enter like, okay, I want each wallet to buy with 0.9 sol. Now what's gonna happen if I go to buy amounts is that each 10 wallets are gonna buy with 0.9, but then you need to make sure that each wallet has more than 0.9 in the wallet. But yes, so when all the wallets has been funded and you have the buy amounts ready, what you need to do is you need to select the bundle mode. So bundle mode is basically where you 0 block bundle a coin. So if I just go over to a coin, for example, 0 blocking is basically when you buy a lot of supply with 1 block. So in the first block right here, you're buying up the coin. So no snipers can eat up your entry. That is one really good thing. But of course, if you, let's say, buy with 10 sol in block 0, it's gonna look really bad. It depends on how you're doing your launch, right? If you're making random ideas, then I don't recommend doing 0 block. But another thing you can do is stagger buy. Stagger buy is basically where it doesn't 0 block, it buys with dev wallet, and then it basically starts buying in each block with like a delay, so it looks organic, right? Like this, right? It looks organic, like a 1 buy, 1 buy, 1 buy. Okay, it's going good. Other people see it, oh, it's going up, let me buy, you know? So that actually brings volume into the coin. It's a little bit more risky because, you know, other people can front run your entry with the wallet buys, but that's how it is. You know, there isn't that much risk, because as I said, you're getting almost 0 bottom entry. You can't lose no more than 20% or 10%, you know. So yeah, but another OP thing you guys will see right here is the bundle stagger. Bundle stagger is crazy because what you can do is you can block 0 bundle and plus you can stagger buy. And what it basically does is that you block 0 bundle with like 1 sol, 2 sol, you know, it goes a bit up and then it starts stagger buying. If you are experienced deving, you may know that everyone wants dev to sell before you actually start stagger buying. This tool has that. If I click 4 and then I enter a delay of, let's say, 1100, this is basically like how much delay after each buy. 2400 under bundle wallets, there's 2 of them. Dev sell before stagger. Why this is so crazy is because this will actually sell from dev wallet and then start buying. So dev wallet sold right here, right? And then it started buying right after dev sold. So it went like wallet 1, wallet 2, wallet 3, wallet 4, wallet 5. It looks organic. It looks amazing. That is what I mean by using this tool. No other tool is actually offering this right now. So that's why I recommend you guys get the Infinity Bonk bundler script. And guess what? Some people may think that 10 sol is a lot. I literally bought the bundler and I made it all back the first day, even more, like 2x of this. So recommend you all to check it out. And then, you know, the tool has a lot more things. You can like do fast dumps. You can even do sniper dump. So what sniper dump is, it's basically when you launch a coin, you will always get some snipers. Let's say with 5 sol, someone snipes a coin, right? You can basically dump instantly. You make like 1 sol, 2 sol each time. It's actually crazy. You know, there's a lot of different things in this tool that you guys can look over. Right now, I'm not going to go through them. If you are interested, you can just join my Telegram and I have a group chat for all of you guys interested in deving. Ask questions there. If so, you can also always join the second link in the description, that is Infinity Scripts Discord server. Really good people, a crazy dev. Recommend you all to check it out. Okay, so let's actually just do a quick launch and show you guys what I have. So I have something like in my archives. I'm just gonna do really fast. I'm gonna use the dump on snipers thing. So the ticker of this coin is FOMO. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put in FOMO and then I'm gonna put in 5 minutes so I can actually see how the coin does. And then what I will do is I will go here, and then first thing you need to do is click on metadata, right? So I click on metadata, right? Let's actually start from the beginning. We go terminal, new terminal, npm start. You will learn all of this in the Discord and in my Telegram, so don't worry about all of this stuff. npm start, and then okay, let's actually check wallets, wallets balance. No. Okay, let's see. Yeah, okay, my dev wallet has 2.4 sol and the funder has 0.1. The funder always need to have some sol, even though the funder is not going to be included in this at all. And then what I will do is I will basically go here and change the name to FOMO quote, right? And then the symbol is basically the ticker will be FOMO, and the description will be you should have FOMO for not aping this coin. The image will be put in here. So how you put in the image is basically just drag the image you have into the image folder, and then the image basically comes here, right? So you don't need to do more than that. When the image is here, the image is gonna get used. And then the Twitter. So I already have a Twitter prepared, so it's gonna be this one. I just made like a really quick one, and then I don't have a website, I don't have any of that. So basically everything is ready. And then basically what you need to do is how to actually select how much you're buying with the dev. So you need to click on ENV, and then it's a dev buy. I can't click ENV right now because in ENV right now I have some information you guys can see, like private keys and stuff. So I'll just drag my screen over here and I will select the ENV, and then I'll change that to 1.2 sol, and I'll close up the ENV, and then here we have it again. So now is everything ready. What I will do is I will actually split up my screen in 2 parts. So this and then this. What I will do is I will click on 7. So one thing you need to do that is really important before launching is actually create lookup tables. So what I will do is I will just click 3. Let's do that. Oh, wallet balance insufficient, required 0.1, available 0.1. I think I need to just transfer a bit more sol into the funder wallet, so let me just do that really quickly. Okay, I think we're ready now. So what we need to do is create lookup table. Now it's doing its thing, you know, and then you click npm start again and we run it. So basically what you need to do is we have created lookup table, so we click 4, and then I'm gonna select number 5. So number 5, and then enter minimum buy amount. So how much do I want to buy with the dev wallet? I click 1.2 sol, for example, and when I click enter, I think it's gonna launch. Yeah, right here. Let's see, metadata. Okay, send to bundle right here. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it sold. I made 0.2 sold. Simple as that. I didn't even do anything. If you guys see, you can make easy money by just doing this technique right here. And what I need to do is if I click 6, I can basically see how much I made. Let's see. Yeah, I made $36. Okay, it's decent, nothing crazy, right? But just to show you guys what you guys can do, like if you bought with 4 soul and dumped on the sniper, you know, it will be easy. It's just how it is. So that was just a quick example, but yeah, let's get into morals. Okay, when I'm talking about morals, this is just gonna be quick. But when you're launching and deving your own meme coins, never ever earn your money in a bad way. Never make rugs, never rug on 20k, never start selling, etc, etc. I know it's different, but like never make a coin and dump everything in the first candle. I never recommend you guys. So never rug anyone. Always sell on volume pumps. That's what I recommend you all to do. What I mean by volume pumps is basically, let's say I made this coin, right? It's going up and it's getting buys, you know, 2 soul buy. What I would do is I will sell 1 wallet on that 2 soul buy instantly, like with my bonk bundler thing. This is just an example so that you never fuck up chart or start dumping a lot of things at once, because then you basically rug, and I never recommend you guys to make rugs. You know, you don't want to be known as the guy that rugs. Not cool. But yeah, simply, you know, do whatever. This was all educational purposes, by the way. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you like. Make sure to join their Discord. Make sure to use code SMOZO when signing up and buying the bundler. See you guys on the other side.